So it is Thursday, and that means we are back in Lynn Matava's kitchen. Lynn is a nutrition educator with the University of Maryland Extension.
And if you're looking for a quick way to make perfect hard-boiled eggs, then Lynn has a recipe for you. Let's check it out.
Let's talk about eggs. Eggs are a great food product in my opinion because they're low in calories, they're high in protein, about 78 calories each to 6.3 grams of protein. They have 82.2% of your daily vitamin D value if you eat 2 of them, which is kind of a huge number considering most of our foods do not have dietary vitamin D in them unless it's fortified. So other sources of vitamin D in our foods, you can get it from fatty fish such as salmon and tuna, or fortified in things such as vitamin D added milk. But most of the time we get our vitamin D from going outside and going in the sun. So it is great that we have a dietary source for vitamin D, and also eggs are affordable, which makes them a really good protein source to throw into, say, for example, a salad, or to eat a couple for breakfast on the go. So what we're going to do today is we're going to bring a pot of water to a rolling boil. And once we get that going, we are going to put our eggs in some sort of spoon or a mesh strainer that we can lower gently into our water. And what we're going to do is make sure that they don't hit the bottom too hard. And then we're going to keep them, we're going to keep the burner or flame high to get this back to boiling as soon as possible. And the reason we want to do that is because we want to cook these eggs in boiling water for exactly 13 minutes. And while we have this going and our timer going, we're going to then set up an ice bath. I just have some ice in a bowl here. I'm going to add some water to that. And this is nice ice cold water. And at 13 minutes, when our timer goes off, we want to make sure to get the eggs to stop cooking. And they would come out of the boiling water and go into our ice bath. And what this ice bath is going to do is it's going to stop the cooking because there's a lot of residual heat. These eggs have been cooking for quite a long time now. But if we don't have to do the ice bath, but if we do the ice bath, then we get these nice, beautiful yellow yolks. And if they overcook, they tend to turn a little bit green and get a little dull looking. So this is a great way to get that to stop the cooking process. Great tip, you can also use this for stopping vegetables when you've been blanching vegetables. So if you're cooking something such as broccoli or spinach or something and you want it to keep that bright green color, drop them into an ice bath for a minute, and then it stops that cooking process. So now we're going to crack one open. Whether or not your egg shells come off easily has a lot to do with how fresh they are. The fresher the egg, the tighter the membrane inside of that egg, and the more likely it's going to not come off quite as easy. Of course, that cold water bath also helps shock that, and that temperature change does make it a little bit easier to get off. I'm just going gently so I don't lose some of my egg as I'm peeling it. Rinse it in that water so you have a nice clean looking egg. And then all we would do is slice it open, fingers out of the way, and we get perfectly hard-boiled eggs. No green line in the center, and these are ready to eat. So as I said, you could just take an egg or 2 with you in the morning on a busy morning. These are great to throw into a salad, mix them up with some tuna, or whatever purposes you might use hard-boiled eggs for. So curious, do you have a tip to boil the perfect hard-boiled egg at home? If you do, send us a comment on socials to UMDYum and let us know. We'd love to hear it.
Now, as a reminder, we do have all of nutrition educator Lynn Matava's tips and tricks on our website. Just head on over to WMDT.com and click on the Good Morning Delmarva page.
And share your version of this delicious recipe by using the hashtag UMDYum.